Hi, welcome to 321 with Dr. Bun on Start With Why by Simon Sinek. First thing I learned, this is the golden circle. This is Simon Sinek's principle of how we should be communicating. If we work from the outside in, we might sell a computer by saying, "We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one?" But if we start from the inside out, we get a more compelling message. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. And we happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? When viewed three-dimensionally, the golden circle becomes a cone representing organizational hierarchy. At the top sits the CEO, who inspires a vision. Next, you have your how people, often your senior leaders, who plan to meet this vision. And finally, you have the what people, who put the plan into action. This cone then becomes a megaphone through which leaders can communicate their vision through that why, how, and what to build a loyal following. The second thing I learned is that your brain processes language in the neocortex, but your decision-making lives in your limbic brain, a completely separate part of the brain. What does that mean for the golden circle? If you look at this right here, you can see that what you say is that language, and it's in the neocortex. But you have to communicate the why and the how to get to the limbic brain where people make decisions. The third thing I learned relates to what happens when a leader who was really the personality of an organization and the key driver of the why leaves. It's called succession, not replacement. If you're like me, you've worked in places that get new leaders who don't have the same why as the old leader, and they end up replacing a lot of the ideas, and it can make it feel like a different place. You can smooth that transition by bringing in a leader to succeed the last leader by keeping that why the same, and then it will trickle down into your how and your what without completely changing the organization, the company, what you do, why you do it. Takeaway number 1, test your golden circle. I did this for my job at Hope for All, where I'm the executive director, and this works really well for a nonprofit organization. So when you think about it, your why is your mission statement, your how is sort of how you're serving your community, and the what are the specifics of what you do. Second takeaway, write your core values as actions instead of nouns. A lot of times you see core values written as education, travel, honesty, family. Those are not things you can do. So when you really write your core values as actions, so instead of travel, experiencing new cultures, instead of just family, spending time with my family or supporting my family, and instead of education, maybe learning new things. These are all things I can do. So I actually kind of struggled when I sat down to write all of my core values, because I realized I wasn't taking a lot of action steps to meet all of them in the way that I wanted to be. So does that mean they're not really things I value, or does that mean I just need to make some different decisions about how I spend my time? And that brings me to my remaining question. Like many of you, I have a lot of commitments, and reading this book made me wonder, why am I doing all of these things? If I really stopped and asked myself why on each of these commitments, would I keep doing them? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't read Start With Why, it's a good quick read, but it's good information, and I think it'll make you think about how you communicate the things that you're doing and why you're doing them, and it can help you maybe learn to be influential with the people that you're trying to influence. Thanks. See you next time.